This is a college football playoff semifinal at the Sugar Bowl. It's the LSU Tigers against the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. Tremendous build-up for this semifinal game. Holly Rowe joins us from the sidelines with some of the key storylines. Holly?
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is the most magical story we have seen this year in the college football playoff. This team has had to prove themselves every step along the way. And today, one win away from a national championship game appearance. The coach said we cannot be thinking about that. Our focus has to be where our feet are right now and making sure we are locked and loaded on every single play. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. Placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Well, all the intrigue and all the challenge of a conference battle in the playoff bracket. These two teams came through the SEC, got into the bracket, and now stand in each other's way for a chance to win a national title.
And Chris, as you know, just such a proud conference, and there's no doubt that whoever wins this matchup is going to be trying to carry that torch forward for the entirety of the SEC to try to march forward for a championship.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And it's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. 1st down for this offense. Chris, I think it's very difficult to run a screen pass into man coverage because this defender is just keying on the running back the entire time, so he's at the catch point when the ball arrives. It's a good defensive call, there's no doubt, but I think that they need to audible out of this play once they see man coverage.
Short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert to keep the drive going? Try and muscle for the 1st down. Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. To the air, it's Levitt. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. The Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. What a tremendous opening statement for this offense to get the 1st points on the board, to execute like that, a long drive in this pressurized playoff game.
That's exactly right, Chris, and I've already talked about establishing early momentum and how critical it is in these big games, in these huge environments, and they were able to do that right off the rip. What a great drive and a great series for them. Terrific play calling. I thought the rhythm was solid. Line of scrimmage played well. And here they are with an early score.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Finally brought down at the 45. That's a great return. And there's the handoff. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44. This running back just continues to help this team. I think he's playing with a hunger, Joe. He said he wanted a chance to play for a championship, and it shows out there.
Chris, this is when the portal just works out perfectly. It's great for the player, it's great for the program, and because of that, it's great for the fans. He gets an opportunity to go compete for a championship. Meanwhile, this run game has transformed versus a year ago. Now, this is a really solid run game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On first down, it's play action. Now rolling out to his left. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open, he makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, but he's inside the 30.
He's got such great awareness once he gets close to that sideline, and you can tell he understands he just needs the 1 foot. He secures the ball, foot down. That's a catch, and that's a first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's caught. He's got room. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now. The Longhorns have first and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The receiver grabs it. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back in motion now. Back to throw. It's Manning. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, but perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quick throw to the left. Fights through a tackle. It's caught. He's breaking free. And he goes out of bounds right at the midfield mark.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Looking for a gap. It's Barry. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you...
Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So 2nd and 10. Got to create something here to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Not quite enough for the first down. But he 4th down and just inches.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And he'll set up to throw. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. And that's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. It's reeled in. It's Green. Open field ahead. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. No surprise, the tight end making a play here in this must-win game, Joel. He's been a solid, effective weapon all season.
Well, this guy is such a matchup nightmare in the red zone. That's the exact conversation we had with all these defensive coaches, as they were saying they're going to have to target him and probably double-team him, in particular here in the red zone. He's been so effective getting into the end zone this year. This is where I think they need to double-team him, Chris.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, LSU. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Trying to find some room. It's Smothers. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got a crease. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37. Second down after that run on the previous play. Design quarterback run. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46. Now it's second down here. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. A deep shot to the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Levitt. And is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. See if they can punch it in. It's first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Texas. He runs it into the end zone. This quarterback told us whatever it takes today. This season on the line, Joel. It seems like the bigger the game, the more they feature the QB run.
And, Chris, it's such a great strategy because, obviously, you don't want to expose your quarterback to too many hits during the course of the year. But when the stage and the moment is this large, this is when it's all hands on deck, and you know you're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback run, which they're featuring right here.
First play of the drive now from the 25. First down. They're going to throw the football. Hunt over the middle. It's Green. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, I don't know how the big tight end gets that open in the middle of the field. Somebody has got to target the tight end in coverage. That's an easy throw and catch, and as a quarterback, I will take it all day long. My tight end's open, bang, complete.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Free snap motion from the receiver. Play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Second down after that previous play. The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. It's 3rd down for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. Just gets it away, taking a shot. Pass caught, can he get in? Into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, that's exactly what they were looking for this offense. We talked about the importance of scoring before halftime, and now, Joel, getting the ball to begin the next half, a real chance to build momentum.
Chris, the opportunity to double up, it's so big in these games. This is exactly why you defer if you win the coin toss, so you can have this chance, and it's icing on the cake if you can get the late second quarter score. Now you can go in at halftime, make the adjustments, and come out with your best stuff in the early third quarter drive.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right, but the play loses yardage. A very tough second down coming up now. This will likely be the last play of the half. They keep him guessing with a run. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Manning. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside. Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a second and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating third and manageable.
Looking deep down the left side. Catch made at the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. Another explosive play for this quarterback who's having a monster game. We're at a huge stage, Joel. I feel like the early part of this third quarter is so crucial for this game.
Every coach talks to us about the middle portion of the game and winning that area, going into halftime and then coming out of halftime. Well, your quarterback is so hot. He's in rhythm. He's seeing the field well. They're diving right back in to throwing the ball down the field. I really love what this offense is doing.
They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. And the back now goes in motion. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Now tackling well short of the marker. Brings up 4th down. See if they try it out the field goal team. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Gets the first and still running. They bring it down. The Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The mark of a great running back is a guy that can make one miss. There's always going to be one player that is going to be your responsibility as a running back. And here, the corner is unblocked.
Makes the catch and has space. What a catch and run by the junior.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy.
Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offense. Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Grab made by the tight end. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. After the completion, they'll stop the check out an injured player on the field. Senior offensive lineman. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Barry. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 4-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 6 now. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks it. Here he goes. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. So again, the tight end makes a play. Joe gets him back down in the red zone. Already this guy has 1 touchdown. Can the defense stop him this time?
Chris, how many times do you and I talk about that it's players over plays, in particular in these situations? I think they'll absolutely go back to their tight end, but because of that, look for the defense to adjust. I would be shocked if there's not a safety over top of that tight end.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Touchdown, Tigers. He barrels into the end zone.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the 3rd quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. They'll try a pass here. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do. As they talked to us in our meetings leading up to this game, they said, we've got to hurry this quarterback, get him off of his spot, and disrupt the timing of the passing game. And here, he is clearly hurried by this pass rush.
On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Manning. He escapes the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Coleman. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Well, I love that execution on 3rd down. It's about moving the chains, and it's about matchups. He goes to his wide receiver, who you clearly know he loves throwing to in big situations, and they're on the same page again.
He's got space. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they make the stop on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Barry. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. With the catch, it's Green. They stop him, but it's a first down.
The comebacks are like puzzles. It happens one piece at a time, and this was a major piece of this puzzle. Had to get the conversion on third down, and they're able to get it. Now they've got to go quickly. Multiple possession deficit. They've got to move fast.
Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. A positive start for the offense, trying to lean on this elite quarterback, and Joe showing why he's built such trust with his new team this season.
Chris, that's exactly what his teammates talked about, was that trust that he established. He came in and just worked hard, was one of the guys, and that's what allowed him to become one of the leaders of this group. And now, as an experienced player, that's who they're leaning.
Got an opening here. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
You're trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
And the defense gets a fourth down stop. A huge moment in this playoff game. Grinding away on the ground. He's got room to run. Look out. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
That feels like a touchdown-saving tackle right there to get him onto the ground. What is that, 40-plus yards on the game? But this defensive front seven has got to do something different up front because they're getting eaten alive by this offensive line.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Getting set. Here's second down. It's a draw play. He goes out of bounds just short of the 15. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. But when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal.
Chris, you get this close to the goal line, and look at all the defenders up near the line of scrimmage. It is so difficult to just run the football. The offensive line has got to be dominant in order to do that. I look for them to try to get to the play action or get the quarterback out of the pocket, get him on the move with a run-pass option.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down. It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the first play of the drive now in the 25. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 000. That's it, game over. Well, the confetti is falling. They're going to get that trophy. Certainly something important to celebrate. But Joel, these semifinal games are always tricky because they can't celebrate for long. The ultimate game now awaits them.
We are exactly right. As big of a hurdle as this is, and what a wonderful accomplishment it is, the biggest hurdle and the biggest accomplishment is still ahead. They've got to go and play for a national title. That's where their focus needs to go 100% as quickly as possible.
So now the final 2 teams remain standing to battle for this season's national championship. We'll see you there. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.